On April Fool's Day, Grayson handed me a divorce agreement out of nowhere.
Your two ex-husbands called to taunt me yesterday. Said you're too uptight to take an April Fool's joke, that there's no way you'd actually sign divorce papers.
I'd been married twice. Before we got married, I'd explained everything to Grayson. The first time I helped Spencer secure his family trust inheritance. The second time I helped Ethan dodge an arranged marriage.
Both times, clean breaks, no feelings, no baggage. If that bothers you, we don't have to.
I trust you. The past is the past. From now on, I'm the only one you see.
After we got married, he and my two ex-husbands were like oil and water. But with me, he was gentle, attentive. I thought I'd finally married the right man. Then one day, I came home early from a business trip and heard him laughing and chatting with those two ex-husbands like old friends in the living room. The second before the key turned in the lock, I stood outside the door, catching every single word of the scheming going on in the living room.
Relax. I'm definitely divorcing her. She's already been divorced twice. She's a joke all over the Upper East Side. There's no way she'll dare go through a third divorce.
It was Grayson's voice stripped of the tenderness he always lavished on me.
Smart move, picking April Fool's Day to hand her the divorce papers. Even if she loses it later, you just tell her it was an April Fool's joke. Vivian's wedding is next week. Her bachelorette party starts before that. 3 of us have to be single.
I escaped into the coffee shop across the street. I thought about the past. My first marriage, I did it to help my childhood friend Spencer Knox secure his family trust. My second marriage, I did it to help Ethan Sinclair dodge an arranged marriage his family was forcing on him. I never imagined everything I'd done for them would become the very reason they thought they could manipulate me. I sat in that cafe for a solid hour before I finally headed home.
Why didn't you call? I would have picked you up. You eat yet?
Already did.
Babe, there's something I wanted to tell you. The company's hit a bit of a snag lately. We need to do some asset separation. The lawyer suggested we file for divorce first, just a pro forma process. Once the crisis were over, we'll remarry. A few months, tops. I know this is a bit out of nowhere, but Spencer and Ethan called today and was like, used to help them without a second thought, but now for me, it's a different story, just taking digs the whole time. They even said, Grayson, a woman who's been divorced twice wouldn't dare go for a third. Josephine definitely couldn't handle it. I've got it all figured out. Tomorrow's April Fool's. We go that day, get the papers, then throw right in their faces, freak them the hell out, see if they ever dare look down on you again. Babe, you wouldn't want them thinking I can't even handle something this simple, right?
I won't.
Then get some rest. Tomorrow we'll sign the papers and head to the...
Give them a call so they can stop chattering about it.
Babe, you're the best. She signed.
Told you, Josephine's always the easiest to handle.
All right, take care of Vivian as I'll wrap up here and head over. Long time no see. Want to grab a drink?
Before, I would have replied, sure. I would have carefully picked out what to wear, what makeup to put on. I would have thought about how to make Grayson look good in front of them. But now, I couldn't even be bothered to reply. I set my phone face down on the coffee table, got up, and walked to the kitchen. Passing by the study, Grayson was still on the phone. His voice was low, but carried a kind of ease I'd never heard before. The kitchen faucet was still running. I stood at the sink, washing the glasses one by one, setting them in the drying rack. As I finished the last one, my phone lit up again. This time, a message from Spencer.
Heard you're getting divorced again? Grayson's a real piece of work. He doesn't deserve you. Don't be upset. In a few days, your grandpa's 80th birthday party is being held at the Quinn estate. Ethan and I are coming to celebrate. Let's all catch up.
What a sweet talker. Suddenly, I really wanted to know, what kind of person was Vivian exactly? This home, this man, none of it would have anything to do with me. The person standing outside had a flush in her cheeks. Clearly, she'd had more than a few drinks.
Knew you'd still be up.
What are you doing here?
She didn't answer, just swayed her way inside. It wasn't until she spotted me standing in the living room that she paused.
Josephine's home too.
Josephine, she's had too much to drink. We were taking her home, but she insisted on swinging by here. Grayson, your wife's right there. You ever heard of keeping things appropriate? You got her wasted and dropped her off at my place, and now I'm the one who needs to mind appearances? I got her drunk. You're the one posting on Insta about being newly single. Fine. You're a saint. You're the upstanding one. I delivered the girl who got drunk over you. Handle it however you want.
The air felt frozen over. Spencer, caught in the middle.
All right. Knock it off. Vivi just wanted to swing by on the way.
I stood in the middle of the living room, watching the whole show from start to finish. Way too insane. All this time, I thought the bond between me, Spencer, and Ethan was unbreakable. I'd even married both of them. When I was little and got hurt or upset, Spencer was always the one by my side. Ethan once even shielded me from a kidnapper with a knife. To me, they were closer than family. When Vivian showed up, bit by bit I became the afterthought. They only remembered I existed when they needed something from me. I walked to the coffee table and picked up the divorce agreement.
Good timing, all of you. There's something I'd like you to witness in person. I've signed both copies. Since everyone's here, why not take a good look?
Grayson's expression shifted slightly, but he recovered fast.
Josephine, we can talk about this in private. You don't have to.
Josephine's already put it out there. Mind if I ask, when are you moving out? This house is under my name after all. You're not planning to stay here forever, are you?
The house in her name? He didn't deny it. In that instant, a flood of images rushed through my mind.
This is our home. I'll handle the paperwork. Don't worry about it.
And me, happily picking out the curtains, the couch, the dining table, every single piece of furniture in this place. I'd picked out myself, trip after trip to the store. I never cared whose name was on the deed, but it never crossed my mind that the home we built together would be under another woman's name.
I'll leave right now.
Josephine.
Tomorrow, 9 a.m. See you at the courthouse.
Waiting for the elevator, I could still hear voices from inside.
Nailed it! She was even more cooperative than the day I asked her to marry me.
The reflection in the mirror looked calmer than I expected. Come get me in a few days? Like I'd just stepped out for some air and would be back any minute. No need, Grayson. Don't bother coming for me.
And kissed a freshman named Sierra in front of everyone. I broke up with him on the spot.
Don't be such a buzzdill. If you kiss someone on a dare, I wouldn't even blink.
He laughed it off. Sean had me figured out. The good girl never does anything reckless. But when then the next round came, Sean's best friend Flynn, the school's golden boy, drew the same pile. His dare, take someone home for the night. He stood up slowly.
Want to spend the night with me?
I placed my hand in his.
Yes.
Sean called my phone until it died. Earlier that evening, Sierra's dare read, kiss any guy in the room for 3 minutes. The next second, her eyes landed directly on Sean. Everyone followed her gaze. Sean just looked down, acting like he couldn't feel the heat of her stare. Sierra turned to me, voice small and rehearsed.
Ava, can I borrow Sean for 3 minutes?
The room went silent. Everyone held their breath, watching. I genuinely didn't understand.
There are plenty of single guys here. Why ask him?
She couldn't answer. She bit her lip, looked embarrassed. But she moved to the other end of the booth anyway. Asked the first guy, rejected. The second, rejected. The third.
Sure.
His smile was muddy.
With tongue?
The guy had drunk too much. Sierra looked like she was about to cry.
No, that's fine. You don't have to.
He grabbed her wrist anyway. Leaned in. The hand that had been lazily holding mine finally let go. Sean stood, yanked Sierra back by the arm, looked at the guy with a cold smile.
You get off on cornering girls?
Sierra gripped Sean's hand, looked up at him like he was the only solid thing in the room. I grabbed his sleeve at the same moment. Sean turned back to me. I didn't make a scene. I kept my voice easy, smile light.
I have a headache. Take me home? Come with me, Sean. Just walk out that door with me right now and I'll believe everything you said. That Sierra means nothing. That you only want me.
Our eyes met. He moved my hand off his sleeve.
You know I can't. Not right now.
He saw my eyes go glassy. He let go of Sierra's hand and crouched down in front of me. His voice dropped, softer, coaxing.
Sierra and I are in the same class. I have to look out for her. Ava, be good.
He reached up and brushed the corner of my eye with his thumb.
If you can't watch, don't. Just wait a few minutes.
Sean, if you kiss her, I will break up with you.
My eyes burned dry. Not a single tear fell. I held his gaze.
I mean it.
Sean's patience snapped, stood up, and looked down at me.
Stop being petty, Ava.
I stared up at him and recognized that look. Last time I'd seen it, he'd heard the housekeeper wanted to set him up with her daughter. Polite refusal, endless contempt underneath. One of Sean's friends couldn't take it anymore.
Relax, Ava. It's just a game.
His girlfriend muttered under her breath.
Seriously? Why come to a bar if you're going to be this uptight? She's ruining the vibe.
Before I could open my mouth, from the corner of the booth, Flynn, who hadn't said a word all night, let out a short, quiet laugh. The whole room shifted toward him.
If it's just a game, why don't you go kiss every guy here?
He paused, seemed to remember something, and drawled out a slow,
Oh. Except me. I'm not playing.
He knew exactly where the line was. Enough to humiliate her, not enough to cause a scene, and it worked. The girl sputtered for 10 seconds, face red, and said nothing. Flynn bit the filter of a cigarette and lit it, leaned back into the cushion, slid the metal lighter onto the table with a small, dismissive click, tossed her own words back at her.
Buzzkiller.
I stared at him, couldn't blink. He was Sean's friend. I hadn't expected him to say a word. I was so thrown that I missed the 3 minutes entirely. By the time Sean sat back down beside me, I had already opened my phone and deleted his contact. He looked at me, flat.
What is this?
What I told you. We're done.
I was about to block his number when he pressed down on my hand.
Are we really doing this? Over a game? How far are you planning to take this? If you'd kiss someone on a dare, I wouldn't care at all.
He knew my personality. He'd always known I wouldn't push back. That's why he never worried. Then the noise from across the room spiked. Flynn had drawn the most loaded dare in the deck. Take anyone here home for the night? One of the guys grinned and added,
Like, actually check into a hotel? That kind?
Flynn didn't move at first. Someone who knew him jumped in.
Flynn's been celibate for years, man. Just take the drink penalty and move on.
Nobody expected anything different. Most people who drew this one just laughed it off.
Wait,
Flynn spoke. He raised his eyes and looked straight at me. Everyone watched him stand, unhurried, deliberate, and walk to where I was sitting. He held out his hand, smiled like he could make you forget your own name.
What do you say? Want to give it a shot tonight?
Sean narrowed his eyes at Flynn, smiled easily.
you must be drunk. Let me send someone to take you home. That's my girlfriend, man.
The air tasted like smoke and static. Flynn glanced at Sean, completely unbothered.
So? It's just a game. Don't be such a buzzkill, Sean.
Sean's expression didn't shift.
Oh, I'm not worried. She's too conservative. She won't say yes. I'm turning you down on her behalf.
Then I placed my hand in Flynn's palm.
Okay.
Sean's smile froze on his face. I thought about every time someone on campus called me the good girl. The alcohol pushed back against every version of myself that had ever played it safe. So I said yes. Flynn looked at our joined hands, raised an eyebrow, pulled me to my feet, and walked toward the door. The room erupted behind us.
No way! Is that actually Flynn? Am I that drunk? Stop!
Sean's voice cut through all of it. He was still seated.
Just wanted to say, let me know which hotel. I'll send over some protection.
I stepped in before Flynn could respond.
That's okay. Worrying about your ex's hookups? That's a little pathetic, Sean. Sorry. I don't really do clingy.
I grabbed Flynn's hand and walked out the door before Sean's expression could finish curdling.
Mom, stop! Please do not hit Mrs. Brown.
You are just a piano teacher. Focus on your classes and do not ask too much.
I do not care. Teaching piano is just my passion. If I want, I could even make this whole school carry the Brown name.
Last week, after I find a student's mother's affair, she says she will get me kicked out of the school.
Mrs. Brown, did you give this grade? Are you deaf? I listened to last week's recording over 20 times. My son's touch was at least 15% weaker than it should be. And you still dare give him an A?
She pulls out her phone.
Music reflects a person's character. If the touch wrong, the character goes soft. Do you want to turn Jake into a useless man? This piece has 24 sections, 3 hits per section. I will hit you 72 times today as punishment.
I let out a laugh from anger and take out my... Mr. Ashford turns around to face Mrs. Mercer, who is standing there with her arms crossed. His posture looks more like he is trying to calm her down than hold her accountable. I have no choice but to turn and leave. I sit in the office for 2 full classes. The burning pain on my face comes back again and again. And the more I think about it, the more unfair it feels. By lunch break, Mr. Ashford finally pushes the door open, slow and casual.